influencer team is about to start brainstorming ideas, videos, challenges, funny posts, anything that will boost the app. Now, the fate of the campaign is in their hands.
Is everything okay? We don't do a handshake like this. How should we do it, perhaps? Until now I was tense, but you see, I protect myself.
About what, how, and why to introduce you.
Good, indeed. Basically, we talked about that these will be the monthly contents now. So now we are not talking about the campaign, but about those contents. When you, for example, Milán, go out to people on the street, and obviously Ricsi is definitely there when you take on... He goes out to the people on the street. He's street. He basically usually makes dance-related and similar content. Dances. Yes.
Well, it's something that is in my profile as well.
Well, good, yes.
And basically, obviously, they won't just do these. There are more ideas in the script. Literally, for example, that we put the two of them together, and the two of them will certainly even compete, or such comparisons, challenges. So we are not just thinking about everyday content now. Indeed, such as how happy one of them is when using the app, for instance, and how sad the other one is, how much they suffer from learning. We think about things, we talked about everything else. We went a bit further about what challenges they will be able to try out, which they can obviously involve the followers with. Obviously it will be about gaining followers, and in the end, obviously that to have as many users as possible. But as it relates to this, that the number of followers on our channels will increase tremendously, and they will do so for this reason.
Brilliant. How many users will I have? Could you please give me a number? Okay, so listen, I only asked for one thing, all right? So of course, let's definitely create content that is realistic. If someone comes up and says, go to hell, because I don't care about this whole crap,
Then I'll send him to hell.
good, okay. Definitely, undoubtedly, indeed, defend YOLO. So how many users will there be?
I don't know yet.
Never done anything like this. How many users I have?
User, you mean someone who gets app and subscribes.
Well, wait, basically, yes. So at the end of the day, I'm interested in money. I'm interested in how many people subscribe to this thing, but if I understand correctly, in your world, it comes from... We can also make money from how many people also subscribe to either YouTube or the YouTube channel. So let's first consider just how many paying users I will have, say, in a couple of weeks.
I have an idea. What's your tip?
I would guess around 10,000 we can bring that in, and what would you say? What if I received some kind of gift perhaps for it?
I can already see that the matter is negotiable.
Well, why not?
So if you bring me 10,000 users, what kind of gift would that be exactly, perhaps?
Listen.
And I'm not saying this for no reason, but I want a car. I don't have a driver's license yet, but I will soon.
I met a few influencers who shared content in the first days. So, am I a tense person? I don't think so.
Should I laugh now? No, you are not.
So when you leave one meeting and go to another meeting, and a 19-year-old guy who is the epitome of cool greets you with a hello. Hey dude, and the air around us just freezes for everyone. And he somehow truly throws such talks and ideas really quite into the meeting. I honestly don't even know how to phrase this. Listen, this is something astonishing. So if I had skills like those influencers, I often think about how incredible it would be to have such skills. The guy follows people very closely and very quietly on the street like a shadow in the bright, warm sunlight, almost invisible. But seriously, you know, it actually goes on until it gives up the YOLO. By the way, a treasure? Incredible. They need to be put in a bit of a framework, but otherwise we need things like this. I expect this guy and these guys to be capable, that we actually send them in front of a university.
And they sell the product.
Within 48 hours, everyone will have a YoloAI. Incredible.
Good. And what numbers do you expect from the influencers?
But now you are asking this question, because the production manager asked you it.
Yes.
Because the production manager believes less in the success of these young people. He hasn't really been able to acclimatize to the situation yet, but I believe in them. It's not that easy for me to understand their language. But the future belongs to the young, and they will be really good.
As water is always moving, so too do the events of the project progress. There's no need for rushing or panic now. Zsigmond just has to go with the flow to make sure all the details come together. But one thing no one can afford, letting their dreams drift away.
Either alone or sometimes with Vivi, or often we just come out here together with the guys and simply eat a langos. We go out jet skiing, it's not a bad idea. We can perhaps go jet skiing afterwards to clear our heads a little bit. There is no such thing as tomorrow. Now is... The English say that there is a huge difference between day one and one day. They are truly very afraid that it will indeed end in failure. Most people cannot comprehend that we learn precisely from that. So actually failure is also a result because you learn from it and move on. And so I don't just spout so many cliches in order to, I think the biggest problem, and this is not just business, not just in my entrepreneurial life, but I have also learned in my personal life that in most cases we do not go all the way. If you think the price of success is too high, then wait until regret presents its bill. I could have done more indeed. Maybe I should have done more. Not just in business, but also in personal life. Divorces, relationships, human connections, and emotional connections and reflections. Have I done everything? Did I go to the limit, or could I have done more? And the same goes for business. I had a good idea, but I didn't start it because I thought it wouldn't succeed. I convinced myself that I wouldn't be able to do this, that it would just be a failure, and doesn't start, and at the end of the day lives his whole life like this. Always thinking about what could have been. I think that I live my life in a way that I at least tried. And if what would have been, I would like to avoid that most of the time. And I often try to avoid asking myself this question. Well, during these difficult, stressful days, I clear my head a little. I go out jet skiing on the Danube. Come on, let's have some fun.
Hello, my love.
It was simply brilliant.
Yes, was it good?
What's up?
I am currently reading what they are writing about me online at the moment.
Oh, my dear. Again.
Just the usual.
But what exactly are you really thinking about?
I am literally filtering myself. I am this way, that way, in such a way. Well, this is every day.
I'm telling you, it's unbelievable. I seriously mean it. So, for months now, slowly for 1.5 to 2 years, you haven't been in the media. So, as a mother or definitely out there on Instagram, so that nothing like that, you haven't done anything in the past 6 months, and then I don't even know what you did. Besides posting 3 sexy pictures.
Well, nothing, but people don't like that either.
Well, I just don't really understand people. My problem with this is that you are just filtered, damn it. Why is that then? Don't others make each other up? And by the way, if you look at a magazine, isn't everything retouched? This is what it's about. Well, they don't want to see that on Instagram, Even if you had acne or something, but they don't want to see that. They want to see beauty, right?
Beauty indeed, but you truly can't do good and bad for people. So you won't be able to meet their expectations anyway. There will be 20% or 30% who won't love you anyway, or perhaps even... So that you don't know this, I am at peace with it today, because I've been living with this for 8 years.
Not me, I'm fed up with this whole thing. So, that you don't appear because you understand, yes, when you were doing your series. I understand negative publicity is still publicity, really.
So don't forget that I cried for 3 years too. Now I was able to strip away that it doesn't bother me that it gets posted. In fact, it's even good for me because negative publicity is still publicity. So statistically, it's actually very good for me that I get posted on certain platforms every day because this increases my viewership. I just don't know why you're so upset.
What? That they are hurting my wife, but I don't know what to do. So I would just simply grab her, bring her here, and tell her to go to hell.
Okay, but wait, we are just doing something right now at this very moment. Please hold on just a moment. Right.
What?
A show.
Yes.
Then, if you are upset like this right now, then what will happen when the show actually airs, and most definitely you will be there in front of the public. If you are this upset, what do you want? Do you think they won't write about you?
Okay, but that's me. I can control that, then I don't know. But right now that actually really very annoys me. That you are constantly being hurt. And I see that you really do nothing. You really do nothing. You know, there are only childish pictures out now. And you don't do anything wrong and still continuously, literally, just this whole country is about nothing else but that we are always envious of everything.
Everyone thinks that. The problem is that everyone obviously can only show the beautiful, wonderful, amazing, and incredible things. Because if they don't show the beautiful things, then that's the problem. So that's the problem as it currently stands.
This is called content creation. So, you are a public figure because you post beautiful things. This is what people want to see. They should thank you, by the way.
People don't want this. People want to be that you are ugly or fat. You don't take care of yourself because this is indeed exactly what bothers them. That if someone looks good after giving birth, why are you attractive? You must be attractive for reason. Because people are envious, you can't do good for them. Like...
Dunno. It still really annoys me. It's okay, I guess.
I'm afraid of what will happen to you. The show will be made public.
In the worst case, I'll cry on a small pillow in your lap, and then somehow we'll get over it. I know. I've been listening to this for 2 years. You're most afraid of this. I won't be able to bear it. It is what it is. We'll get over this, thank God. You have a lot of experience in that. You know how to get through this. But I'm going to tackle it, so I don't care. So come here, say it to my face. I accept the criticism. You can learn from that. This is not criticism. That they hide behind the keyboard and then write some nonsense from there, spreading rumors all over.
Not that, but untrue things.
The evening session with Sylvia came at the right time. The topic was so fresh that Zsigmond's anger still lingered. This feeling only heightened the tension inside him, which he hadn't yet managed to let go of.
Please tell me that, and now I will take you back a little to your emotions. What feelings arise in you when you think about the situation where your beloved wife is unfortunately being mistreated? So that she is definitely involved in this, she can certainly handle it, she can place it in her mind. If you would like...
Outrage.
Then here is this as well. Perhaps you can also use it too.
The feeling of intense and overwhelming emotions, such as outrage, anger, and other similar feelings. So that's specifically how I feel about it.
You are angry.
Angry. So I would say, listen, please come here, ask... To sit down right here. Don't write facelessly behind the keyboard, you cowardly worm. You, right now, do it immediately, without any delay, I insist. Come here right now, damn it.
But you can't do this, you can't do this. How it feels?
Why do you think about it now?
Can you go there?
Then I will go there, then I will bring a solution for this, and I will go there. But I'm not the only one suffering from this. It's not just Vivien who is being hurt. Everyone is treated as this is how the morality is. I understand.
I understand. It is important to recognize and understand that we also know that when a situation causes such strong emotions in us, then there is undoubtedly some previous experience and knowledge behind it, which makes it undoubtedly a much stronger stimulus for me, as a result, in my opinion, and therefore, an emotionally experience.
Well, you know, I mean, this just happened, right? What is it when your partner is being hurt? You know what it is when the one you love is being hurt. Don't you want to protect them? Is some experience needed for that?
Zsigmond, I believe that you would like to protect. I would really like to know, due to the fact that in such an emotional state, you are likely to make a decision that will truly help you, him, you all. You won't be able to make. And it is very telling that this does not affect him, excites him to such an extent, while it absolutely and completely heats you up.
Honestly, I really don't know. Well, that's why I'm asking. I don't know, Sylvie, I have no idea why, but this just burst out of me. And instead of Vivi actually saying no to all of this, it turned into, if this situation annoys you, then what will happen when you step into the light? After all, at this moment, you are preparing to step into the light.
That's why I'm asking what feelings are inside her.
Well, I can't say anything more right now.
You are angry? Yes, indeed, that's right. You see, I asked if you can really go there, to physically go to someone and literally pull them out from behind their computer.
We still don't really know if I can do this, but we'll see.
What does it feel like when I can't do something, even though I want to?
Well, you see, for a control freak person like me, as you might already be aware, this is indeed, relatively speaking, very difficult.
So that's why we indeed call it that I'm helpless.
Helplessness, that's right.
I am completely helpless. Its counterpart is usually, I am vulnerable, since that is what the other writes about me. Whatever they want, they comment. I practically have absolutely no influence over it. None whatsoever at all. And that's why I asked what is going on, how much I can do from the outside, affect others, and I am fully aware that we can significantly influence or control them. What is it that we can definitely influence?
I don't know, I think maybe their emotions or something like that. I have no idea.
If we weren't perhaps looking outside.
What if I don't want to influence it in any conceivable way? What if otherwise?
Wait a minute, please.
I don't know.
Okay, you say that you actually read it, so as you mentioned, indeed, he wrote it. He is somehow there where he wrote it. You read it, and it causes you emotional excitement, such as joy, sadness, surprise, or even nostalgia. It is also quite possible that you will be angry for several hours, or for a few more minutes of time, so it will and potentially cause some emotional shift within you. We do not know exactly how he is. So how very interesting is the one who wrote it?
Well, not at all.
Zsigmond, what would change if everyone only wrote beautiful things? What would change?
I don't know.
Why is it important to you that everyone sees Vivid that way, sees you that way? The way you see Vivid, perhaps, the way you see yourself, perhaps in your own mind.
Well, I can't answer that right now, but I really can't answer.
They absolutely need to be there, and everyone definitely says yes. These are my values, and this resonates with what I think myself.
It's not the negative. My problem is not that someone writes a negative opinion. I have no problem with that. You can learn from negative opinions. I absolutely don't like it at all when someone is evil.
Indeed, that, without a doubt, cannot be liked. But someone asked for this.
Unjustly very evil. And I can't defend it. And it's a terrible feeling.
You say that you can't defend it. Does this perhaps represent a real threat?
Yes, because I'm absolutely sure it indeed hurts him. I know him. No matter how much he says he doesn't, I absolutely truly know it deeply hurts him. And if it hurts him, then let him be kissed.
Did he ask you? No.
He didn't actually ask me to protect him. But I am his husband. It is my duty to protect him.
Why exactly do you really, truly want to protect him, perhaps?
Because I am indeed his husband. I am the one he relies on. I am indeed the one who must always protect him from such situations and ensure his safety in every possible way. And by the way, there are situations when he is the one who protects me, although I don't expect it from him, I should add. But who else in the entire world would protect him if not me?
When we are very emotionally stirred up and excited, and it stirs us up a lot in our minds and hearts, in a situation, then very often it is not even certain that it is suitable for an adult situation. We react, we respond to the situation in an adult way, but from childhood experiences and memories that were stored away at that time. So that's why I really and truly emphasize so many times how you feel. Because I truly and deeply want to protect my beloved and dearly cherished wife. She is being treated very unfairly and unjustly. She is absolutely a truly good person. I absolutely see her very remarkable strengths, and she undoubtedly does not deserve this in any way, but that she does not want it. She does not ask. Zsigmond, protect me, because I stand here defenseless. So then what is it that you want to do this for exactly? That you, whether needed or not, you stand there with a drawn sword and say, I will protect my wife.
This session lasted into the long night, and it went on for quite some time. But truly and honestly, I would indeed be lying if I said that there was, deep within my heart, without a doubt, a kind of revelation. How do you say this? Like that. Revelation. Okay? There wasn't, literally, I still don't know why I want to defend Vivien so much in front of such commenters. For some reason, it feels necessary, who don't even show their faces with their opinions, such as these individuals. But I will work on it. Because of this series, I have also ended up in the public eye. And believe me, I also receive cold responses or criticism, not a problem. Because I personally feel that I am competent in handling various forms of criticism and differing opinions. And by the way, everyone can have an opinion, but when it goes very personal, like that people do not even know us, that is difficult to process. But we will definitely solve it together with Vivien.